Hello everybody, welcome back to Rolling Solo. This is part 5 of the playthrough of Unreliable Medicine. There is one thing that I want to mention and one strategy I want to change. In the last video, the Craighart was here and had made an attack, and at the very end of his turn he played a card which, if I'm remembering correctly, if I can find it now, where is it? He played a move 3 card, so it was this one, backup ammunition, in order to move 3, but I only moved 2. I just kind of shuffled myself back to this door. What I want to do is change that movement because it doesn't impact the game at all, and I rethought about it, and I think instead of having him move just 2 to here, I'm going to have him go 1, 2, 3. Reason being is that he does have the ability to jump over things, and I want him to jump this obstacle because this particular log is actually considered difficult terrain. It just takes a figure 2 normal movement points to enter a hex with difficult terrain, which I knew, but kind of was so focused on this Earth Demon that I kind of blacked out a little bit. But yeah, so essentially I can jump into that, and of course it says like if you have flying or jump and stuff like that, then they're unaffected by difficult terrain. So essentially I could do something like, and I'm looking at my cards, and I do have movement here that I could get myself in there. I could lose a card or something like that in order to make it work. So I kind of, I guess I'm humming and hawing over the cards that I picked based on the stamina potion that I used. And in the last video, and this isn't changing anything that's been revealed or played too far, this is literally what happened at the very end of the video. I went ahead and I picked 2 cards. I picked this one here, and I picked this one here, the Earthen Clod and the Crater. And I picked it because I could do a range shot and a heal. But I'm thinking I'm going to change that to see whether or not there's anything in here that would allow me to kind of jump or fly without discarding a card, because that would be really helpful to get over the log, and I'd rather have that than healing, but I might even not have it, and no I don't. So it's okay, it's all right, because I do have 2 cards I could lose to jump over this log and check to see whether this is actually one of the ones we need. Now if it's not, I get poisoned, so it's kind of it's really a gamble, and I think that's the reason why you put it there. It's like torture just to decide whether to do that or not. But for now I'm going to leave him here, because I think that's at least a better position anyway, regardless. The Tinker is facing this way. The Demon is still on the stupid thorns and actually will be able to move this turn. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it, because honestly there's not much to pick from. So the Tinker is going to obviously play these 2 cards and wants to go first, because not only does he have a lot of movement, but we've got loot cards, we've got attacks and all that kind of stuff, and I do want to kill this guy off. So I'll put 62. It's not really a high initiative, but we know that the Earth Demon seems to be in the 70s. At least that's what seems to be happening so far. And then in terms of the our Craighart, I guess. Let me think about this actually. Yeah, I guess then the attack 3 wouldn't be all that bad. We can't generate any leaf card or any leaf elements at the moment. And another thing to note is when you generate the leaf on your turn, like if you actually use a card that has the leaf symbol that allows it to move up to the strong column, you are not allowed to actually use that to consume it on your turn. Only the next hero or next person in initiative order going later in the round could actually use it. So that's something to note as well. But I'm going to go ahead and do Crater, which is not, and maybe the heal too, because that'll just heal me up, and there's nothing really wrong with that. So we'll go early with the Craighart and pretty late with the Tinker. I think regardless, because of the way I've laid them out, the Earth Demon is going to focus on the summons, because summon rules state that the enemy will focus on a summon over a mercenary or hero when they're equal distance away. So it will go after the summon first. So that's a plus, and that's the point of a summon decoy, right? It just makes common sense. So 62 and 38, and then the Earth Demon gets a 62. So, and actually heroes go before when there's a tie. So in that case, we actually get to go before on both characters. Again, things are working out for me. So let's go Craighart first. We want to do something really quick here. Let's do our heal. So we're going to go ahead and heal Craig, the Craig Hart back up to 10 full health, which is great. And then we can discard this card, and then we're going to go ahead and do our attack. Attack 3 with a range of 3. He's exactly 1, 2, 3 away, so that's a perfect shot. And it's null. So there we go. There's the luck turning around and throwing some you-know-what in our face. So that is nothing. So that card just went right down the drain. Our big attack that probably would have put us, actually, might have actually killed him, didn't happen, and that's too bad. So that's just the way it happens, I guess, sometimes. So now we'll move over to the Tinker. That was a really quick turn, right? That was fun, guys. Wasn't that a blast? Come on, that was great. Okay, so then we're gonna, with the Tinker here, we got 2 cards, and I was forced to pick these because, well, his hand's empty. But we're gonna have to decide how we want to do this as well. We got to remember as well, we also have the summon character. So let's put the summon character like, you can only move 2 anyway, so I don't know. This is fine, actually. Actually, you know what? Why don't we put the decoy further away? It'll force him away from us. So why don't we do... No, further away is not necessarily the best. Ugh. I'll leave him still. I'm not going to use the movement for him. I'm kind of happy where he is. I just want him to be focused on, essentially. That's pretty much it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do an attack 2. Or let's do our hook. If I do a hook gun, it's going to pull him towards me. And if I pull him towards me, then I am going to be a target of his attack. That is going to be the downside of that situation. Yeah, this is where things get kind of weird. So... Ooh, that makes things really tough. Well, in that situation, I just want to keep hitting him. I don't like the fact I didn't put any damage on him this round. So moving up to him and just pummeling him with an attack doesn't seem smart, being that he can hit us with a 4. And, you know, if he gets like a ×2 on that, that's enough to just completely wipe the Tinker right off the board. He has no cards to discard and just be all bad. Or I could discard 2 cards from there, but that's even worse. So let's keep our distance. I could move first and then do an attack 3. Ugh, that's kind of ugly too. Well, it's not bad. Range 3, let me think. So if I moved him back to here, and then I 1, 2, 3 away... range, I attack him, then he gets pulled to here. Yeah, he would be on top of me in a heartbeat, so that's no good either. Ah, shoot. The other thing I could do too, though, is I could totally ignore him. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll use move 2, and yeah, I'm going to use move 4, and I'm going to have the Tinker go like this for 1 movement, and then 2 to get into the difficult terrain. And it says it takes a figure 2 normal movement points to enter a hex with difficult terrain. So that's great. And then I'm just going to use the other 1 to land on this objective and take it. See what it is. Why not, right? So that I'll use that last one. At least it was a productive idea. 5. So that's a kick in the pants. So this is what happens when you find Dagger Root, which is not what we're looking for. You lose 2 health, or take 2 damage, I should say. And you get poisoned. That's the kind of pain you deserve when you go jumping over logs and looking for stuff that you don't deserve. So now we get a poison token thrown on him, which is lovely, that I'm going to have to try and heal at some point. So that was totally worth it, right? This whole turn just went right awesome. Okay. And then from here, I've got the attack 2, range 3, but at this point, kind of a waste. I'm really just going to end up discarding it and choosing to do nothing because there's nothing I can do. I don't really want to do anything else with that one. So this is going to go in the discard pile, and we're done. Now, we do have to do the Earth Demon, so the Earth Demon is going to move finally. He's been stuck on this silly thing for so long. He's going to go after the decoy because he's sitting right there. He's going to attack. His attack is 4. He's going to flip a card and see what he gets. -1, so 3 damage gets smacked against the summon decoy. And he can take 6 damage before he goes down, so he's still okay. He's still able to handle it. Now, the other thing that happens too is the element for the leaf is pumped all the way to the strong column, and that's essentially it. So we have now covered that whole round, and we are done. So now what we'll do is the regular, we will knock the elemental rate back down again. That's kind of funny how that works. Then we're going to go over and look for any kind of shuffling cards. We have one from the Craighart being the Null. That was so wonderful, and I can't believe I got that because it was the greatest thing ever. Said nobody ever. And okay, so got those 3. And I'm doing my awesome one-handed shuffle right now that you guys do not want to see off camera because it is ugly and it doesn't look proper and the technique is cringeworthy. Okay, and that should be decent enough. Okay, so we've gone ahead and shuffled. Sorry guys, what I'm trying to do now with these videos is get 2 full rounds into a video versus what I was doing before where I was getting 1. It gets things moving a bit quicker and you guys get to enjoy a little bit more. And I'm also getting quicker at the game in general, so I'm able to make decisions a little faster. Things are picking up. So let's go ahead and do the obvious. Well, first off, short resting seems to be like a good idea. So let's go ahead and do a short rest. When we go ahead and do a short rest, we are going to lose 1 random discard and recover the rest. And we're going to do that with the Tinkerer because we don't want to waste any time. And we actually might do the exact same thing with the Craighart as well. But maybe we don't. Maybe we long rest because long resting would allow us to to get 2 HP back for him. And so maybe what we'll do is we won't. And I'll short rest with the Craighart and I'm going to long rest with the Tinkerer. Craighart is going to focus on taking this guy down. He's going to just sit put because he's poisoned and he's going to hide. So let's do the short rest here because we want the Craighart to be able to get back in the action and do some damage. So we're going to go ahead, shuffle the cards up a little bit, and then what we're going to do is we're going to split the deck. I'm going to pull one out randomly. If I don't like it, I can take an HP hit in order to re-pull. So the one I'm losing as of right now for short resting is Rumbling Advance, and it's something that allows me to heal a lot, and it's a high initiative card. Actually, you know what? That might be the highest initiative card he has, I think. No, but it's up there for sure. That's a pretty high heal card. Do I want to lose that one? That's tough. That's really tough. No, I don't know if I want to lose that one. That's a really good one. I'm going to take, for the first time ever, I'm taking 1 damage and I'm re-grabbing a card because I just do not like, I like that card a lot. And not that it's like super, super special, but 4 healing is pretty substantial, especially when you're a Craighart and you're a tank and that's what you do. So I pulled the Crater. So the Crater is the one I'm going to lose, and that's too bad actually because I kind of like that one too. But you're only allowed to do this once. Just so you guys know, you can only do that silliness once. You can't just keep farming it. You can't keep losing HP until you get the card that you want to lose. It doesn't work like that. So just a word of advice, if you do choose to gamble like I just did, know that it may not turn in your favor, and that's always fun as well. So let's go ahead and put our cards back up. Sorry guys, I know this is not the most exciting when I'm throwing cards on the tray, but at least you guys get to see what comes back, hopefully, as long as I'm close enough that you can see it. So we got 28, 13, 31, and 87. Trying to put them back in initiative order as best I can. There we go. Okay, so that's that. We're done. Bring this forward a bit. Okay, perfect. So short rested, good to go. I'm choosing not to short rest. So that essentially was what I'm doing at the end of the round. And now when we start this new round, I'm going to go ahead and choose to long rest with the Tinkerer. So the Tinkerer is not going to do anything, which automatically puts him at an initiative of 99 as what he's doing there. It says you can heal 2 to yourself and refresh all your spent items, but knowing that mine are consumable because they have the X on them, I can't refresh any of these. If it was one that had a card laying kind of sideways, that's when you can refresh it and flip it up. So something like usually it's like a weapon. Sometimes it can be armor, stuff like that can refresh, right, to help you block attacks. So we'll go ahead. He's long resting, so it's very easy. For the Craighart, we really just want to kill this guy. So we're going to pick 2 cards to start this round out to knock this Earth Demon to the ground and be done with him. We do have to recognize we do have 1 elemental of the Earth and Leaf symbol there, which may be able to give us some help in adding some damage or something to this attack. So we want to find something fairly powerful. A majority of this guy's ranged. This is not bad. Oh, I'd lose it though if I did it. This one is attack 3, range 3. So this is good. But I would actually hurt even my summon creature because he's beside him, so that's not good. Or the summon creature that Tinker owns. Or I could like run right up to him and like hit him with attack 3 immobilize. But that's also dangerous because he's right beside me. Move, immobilize, create obstacles, shield, yikes. It might be good to continue hitting him from a distance, or what we do is we run. There's that option as well. Like we could just say the heck with him and just start heading into here. And my assumption would be is as long as we don't open this up, and I guess he would still try to, he'd be following us regardless, which is not good because then we'd have to deal with him behind us. So maybe that's not a wise decision. I'll probably end up trying to funnel him this way so we can just kill him and be done with it. But I think the attack from range makes the most sense. We don't really want to mobilize him anymore. We want to get him close so we can actually keep hitting him as we move. This is a tough one. This is too weak. The attack 2, range 5 is just not good enough. So I think what I'll do actually is this is a good place to maybe stop. So I'll kind of hum and haw over this for this turn, but know that the initiative for the Tinker is going to be 99. And then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with the Craighart in the next video. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Thanks for subscribing. I'm sorry for mulling over that one too long and then not going anywhere with it. I apologize. But it is actually getting to the point in this video where we should probably cut it. So until next time, guys, keep rolling solo.